ask away whatever you want to ask. I'm telling you my God's honest opinion.
Hi, can you please tell us your name and what do you do?
My name is Lowveens Jacques. I'm a full-time artist and illustrator. I have my own graphic design firm. I used to play handball. Well, I mean, I play everything. I don't play professionally. I don't play in tournaments. What else do you want to know?
I want to know your opinion, your honest opinion about A, B, C cards and the whole...
Well, there are no B, C cards. There's only A cards. But you know who the C players are. You know who the B players are. The whole institution of A card, I'm going to be honest with you. There are some people out there that have their A cards that I feel are valid A players. But then there are a lot of players out there right now that I'm going to be honest with you. They still need the B players because ever since they got their A cards, they haven't been able to produce. And the whole institution of giving A cards right now to the people who are not really A players, what happens is it retires those players. You never see them again. They made a lot of noise in the B, but once they got their A cards, they never come out anymore. Because to me, in my opinion, it's that particular player acknowledging in their own minds that they're not actual A players. Because if you get an A card, it should be an honor for you. You should say to yourself, yeah, I'm an A player. I'm ready for the pros. I'm ready for the big boys. The next year, you're coming out as an A player and you're playing against the very best in one way. But there's a lot of A players or players in general who get their A card and they just go ghost. They disappear. You never see them again.
But Lowveens, did you consider yourself an A card, an A player back in the day? Did you beat any A players?
I beat a lot. I beat a lot.
Who'd you beat?
Singles and doubles. Let's see. Walmart Rick, Irvin, Henry. I beat Dave Rojas once. Peewee, Alex Mendez. Never beat Rook. I beat Black Justin. Whoops. Rob, Snooker, Power.
You beat Power. Where?
At St. John's. Veronica ref that. If you think I'm lying, go and ask Veronica. People might not want to give me my credit, but it happened.
How did he feel about it?
Nothing for me to feel about it.
No, how did Power feel about losing?
Oh, it wasn't too. He didn't like that too much. Who cares? Okay. You bet money. Whenever you bet money and you play a game, no matter how good you are, there's a chance that you can lose. You know, you underestimate somebody and you think that you're so good, you're so much superior to someone. Don't be shocked if they come and they beat you. You know, things can happen in anything can happen in any game, any given day. Anyone can lose to anyone. I mean, I've lost to players that I'm not even supposed to lose to. I'll admit that. You know, like I've lost to players that I think that I should not lose to. They're not really considered monster players, but I've lost them. It is what it is. It happens, you know. You gotta take the good with the bad and just live with it.
So you believe if you beat like 6 A players, you're an A player, right?
In my opinion, yeah. I mean, if you're talking as far as singles, here's the thing, right? If you're talking as far as singles, I feel if you can prove that you can, I don't even think it takes that much. If you can prove that you can compete with other A players on the singles level, on a high level, and you beat at least 4, you should be considered an A player. I don't see why not. At least that's at least on the singles level. But now, there are players out there that are very good singles players and terrible doubles players. So, are you an all-around A player? No. Singles, maybe. Doubles, no. And then you have the players that are only good at doubles and the terrible singles. The all-around A players can do everything.
It doesn't matter where you beat them in a tournament or you mean regular games?
I mean, a tournament, I'm going to be honest with you, a tournament, it kind of does, yeah, it kind of does. A tournament of any player, doesn't matter what level you are, is bringing their very best. Their adrenalines are running high. They're playing in front of a crowd, so they don't want to look bad. You already know they're bringing their very best. Nobody wants to get embarrassed at a handball tournament, especially in front of a crowd that's looking at it. So they're bringing their very best. Now, a money game, okay, yeah, it does come. It does count in a money game if you beat an A player, you know, because no A player wants to lose to a sub-level player, especially for money, because it counts, you know. So, but if you ask me which one counts the most, I think an A player losing to a sub-level player in a tournament counts way more than money. That's where it's really important, because you're playing for a title, you're playing for a great grand prize to advance on to the next round. That's where it counts.
What do you think about King of the Court?
King of the Court is a great tournament.
I'm about the person that wins it.
That wins it?
What do you think how do you think he should represent the sport?
I can't see something like that. I can't really, you know, I can't tell you if a player should, how a player should represent the sport. You're talking about as far as if the player should be like an ambassador
Yes,
for
sir.
the sport? I mean, you pray and you hope that whoever's at the top of their game is a great ambassador for the sport and represents the sport in a positive light, but it doesn't always happen, you know. There are some players that they're able to get in front of a camera and represent this sport worldwide in a very positive light. And then you have some players that, you know what, I hate to say it, will never escape having a very ghetto mentality, you know. They have a very negative energy. And there's nothing you can do about it. It sucks, it's a shame, but you gotta take the good with the bad sometimes, you know?
Is there anything else would you like to add?
About handball?
Yes, sir.
Nothing. I mean, of course I love the game, but am I gonna stick around anymore to continuously play and try to be competitive? No, I come outside now, whenever I do get a chance to make it to the handball court, I just do it for the cardio, just to keep, you know, my heart pumping blood faster through my system. That's about it. I'm just doing it for a workout. I'm not doing it to try to prove anything to anybody. I do love the game. I like coming seeing like all my old friends who are probably now starting to become old school players, considered old school players compared to the new up and coming B players. I like to come around and see who's new, who's making noise and stuff like that. You know, I try as much as I can to be relevant with the sport when I can, just to see how the sport is progressing. That's it.
I saw you repping also.
Oh yeah, I mean I rep from time to time. You know, like when some of these organizations ask me to rep, I'll pick up the pad and I'll rep and I'll try to, you know, make the game as fair as possible, help them, you know, get a good tournament going smoothly. Plus, it's better for me because since I'm reffing, I get front row seats to every game that's a highlight game. So you can't get mad at that, you know. Instead of you looking over someone's shoulder, looking at a game, you get to ref it, and you get front row seats, VIP seats. So nothing better than that.
Can you please introduce yourself one more time, because at the beginning was long.
Oh, my name is Lowveens Jacques. Yeah, my name is Lowveens Jacques. I think anybody who's seen this video is gonna already know who I am. So.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Awesome. What's up?